Hey there, Libra. How you doing today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This one is going to be for Monday, August 25th through Thursday, August 28th. I'll be back on Wednesday to do your bonus reading and get you through the weekend. That's the whole speech, I think. Okay, this one's for my Libras. We got Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay. All right, Libra. What you got? We're going to start this one off with the devil. Well, there you go. Get it right out of the way early. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Libra. So we got devil 2, the 4 of wands, and then the 7 of pentacles. This is your backstory or your recent past. Currently, I have you with the 4 of pentacles, the 8 of cups, and the king of pentacles. In the near future, we're looking at the queen of pentacles, the queen of swords, and the hermit. Okay, bottom of the deck for this reading is actually the 4 of swords. Okay, so the undercurrent to this entire reading has to do with you needing to take a minute and try to rest and heal. There is something that you've been through here that was quite taxing on you. You need to take a minute to try to heal the issues here, okay? That's the undercurrent. The card at the center of your read, so from almost every direction it plays into the equation, is actually the 8 of cups. The 8 of cups speaks of walking away from something. It could be a person, place, thing, or way of thinking, right? But you're walking away from something that you still have quite a bit of emotion tied into, okay? You're walking away because whatever this is no longer serving your greater good, or it's holding you back from getting to where you want to go, something along those lines. Okay, so we'll see how they play in as we go. Let's start with the past. That's where we start this. So let's see, recent past. You have the devil, the 4 of wands, and then you have the 7 of pentacles in the challenge position. So in the recent past, it looks as though you were pretty obsessed, we'll say obsessed, with some sort of a higher level soulmate situation. Something here turned from not toxic to toxic, right? Something turned into an obsession, basically. Okay, and the challenge in the situation became you deciding you weren't sure how much you wanted to invest in this any longer, or they decided they weren't sure how much they wanted to invest in this any longer. Maybe you both did, but obviously how much was going to be put into this situation began to waver and change. And it looks like it has not played out in a positive way for right now. So this is your recent past, though. We couldn't take this back if we wanted to, but something that, it looks like something that was once wonderful turned quite toxic is how this looks to me. And so both of you probably begin to question your investment here, okay? Okay, that was the past. So currently I have you with the 4 of pentacles, the 8 of cups, and then the king of pentacles is the challenge. 4 of pentacles would say that you're holding on for dear life to something that you know is no longer good for you, something you know you need to let go of. Case in point is you're probably hanging on to whatever this was from the past, right? It does look like you have, I don't know if you have finally decided to walk away here or if they have. So possibly you're hanging on for dear life and they have opted to walk away, huh? Let me just state before we go any further, whoever decided to walk away did not do it easily. It was not a choice they made easily. This is something they struggled with, because they do still have a ton of emotion. Whether this was you or them, this was a difficult decision, but it does look like one that was decided and somebody walked away. The challenge here is the King of Pentacles. So the challenge here is, I don't think this is you, I think you're down here. Somebody did this like for the good of the kingdom or something. This is a king, so he has a kingdom he's in charge of, and for some reason he felt walking away was the best thing for the kingdom or something. Maybe he had to free himself up to better rule whatever he's ruling, or for some reason he decided that the only way to stay in control or in power was to walk away, is what this looks like. Okay, we'll keep going. All right, what do we got? So here in the near future, I've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Hermit. Normally, I hate to have 2 queens in the same row, but in this situation, I feel like there's somebody else who is the Queen of Pentacles. That is the reason this person walked away. This person has a Queen of Pentacles, meaning this person had an other, a significant other. And you're the Queen of Swords. I don't know that you knew that going in. Maybe some of you did. I don't know. But this is a situation where the person you were with was already taken. They weren't available when you got together with them, whether you knew that or not. And they have gone back to home, basically. When they shed light on the situation, they went back home. Is how I see this. Okay. Behind the Four of Swords, I have the Hierophant and Justice. Yeah, this was justice to somebody that they had a higher level of commitment to. This reading feels really heavy. Okay, let me see. What else we got? All right. I've got the Six of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. You have a lot of memories, a lot of history tied up here. There's just a lot. Ace of Pentacles, there's new opportunities coming towards you. Seven of Cups, there's, you know, you're supposed to use your discernment to pick through them. I get the feeling you don't want any of them. You just don't. Not right now. You still, remember the undercurrent to this whole thing was the Four of Swords, and I think that's still, you just need to heal first. Okay, what else do we got here? The Four of Cups, the Empress, and then the Five of Swords. The Four of Cups is, they're asking you to realize that you weren't satisfied with this situation as it stood anyways, okay? With the Empress here, it's like, this is you. I mean, you have the ability to nurture things into fruition. You just can't nurture something into fruition that wasn't yours to start with. And it wasn't. This wasn't yours. Five of Swords is conflict. You're conflicted, but there's conflict now besides that, whether you realize it or not. All right, let me see. Let me get the days of the week out and we'll figure out what else we got. Monday, you've got the Two of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You are absolutely somebody who's used to seeing what you want and going to get it. And that stands true. You did get this for a minute, but you racked up bad karma, I feel like, because I don't feel like this was available to start with, and you got it anyways. There you go. Tuesday, I have the King of Wands and the Sun. The Sun has shown down on the situation at this point, okay? And I believe you finally come to the realization that this person was incredibly unavailable, although very fun. This is somebody who just wasn't available. Okay, Wednesday, you have the Ten of Wands and the Chariot. This is you carrying a heavy burden, but you need to lay it down and go forward. That's what you need to do, it looks like. Thursday, I have you at the Five of Cups and the Six of Wands. There is a huge sense of loss and regret attached to this situation as a whole, and there's some embarrassment, I guess, with the Six of Wands. I feel like you've got people are talking or whatever, there's gossip, right? There you go. Let me get three more and we're out of it. I've got the Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. I mean, you're all up in your head. You were part of a third-party situation. Unfortunately, you were the third party in, it looks like. With the Ten of Cups, you felt like this could bring you emotional fulfillment, and temporarily, I believe it might have, but it just wasn't meant to be. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay, there we go. No matter what the cards say, Libra, go out and make it the best week you possibly can. I'll be back on Wednesday to do this over again. I don't know, to get you through your weekend. If anybody's looking for a private reading, just send me a message and I'll get you the details. I'll never reach out to you first if somebody does. That's not me. It's a scam. That's it. The energy's heavy, but it'll come to pass. It's going to be okay. All right.